Hello everyone and welcome to the Let Go Room. I'm Lisa and I wanted to guide you through a heart opening class today that will help with mobility. So we just want to get started in a comfortable seated position, making sure you've got a cushion and an eye mask for a meditation afterwards. So if you need to bring your hips up to make this seat a bit more comfortable, then place a cushion underneath your backside. So we're going to start with some breath work just to bring us into the space. So you can either soften down the eyes or close them, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And we're just going to start taking a few deep belly breaths here. So breathing in, really puffing out the belly, and exhaling out, releasing all the air, all the stale air in there. Let's breathe in again. Finding that expansion, creating space for the organs, and exhaling out completely. Let's take a few more breaths. Finding extension in the spine as it travels up towards the sky. Exhaling out. So finding your own breath in your own time. I just want you to imagine your best day ever. So while we're working through our breath and keeping our gaze soft, we're taking ourselves to our best day ever. And imagining what that looks like. There might be smells, tastes, people around that you love. Check in with how you're feeling. Any imagery that comes up for you, what does it look like? And from that beautiful space, let's create an intention. This can be an intention for your practice, an intention for the rest of your day, for the rest of your week. And then holding that intention with you through your class. So let's start with a few gentle neck rolls. So again, you're just going to take your body where it's comfortable for you to take it. Rolling the chin through and the ear to the shoulder, trying to drop any tension in the shoulders. And I would invite you to just move your body where it's comfortable for you. So just completely ignoring me if there's something that doesn't feel good. Let's take a roll back here, roll back, head between the shoulders and all the way around. And then let's bring some shoulder mobility in. So rolling the shoulders backwards, really working into those joints, bringing in some lubrication in there. And forward, rolling through the shoulders. And from here, let's loosen up the torso. So planting our sit bones down, we'll just roll through the torso, warming everything up before we start. Going back the other way. And coming back to center. Let's arch forward, drop the head back, breathing in. And exhale as we curl back through the spine, warming it up. Inhaling. Let's take one more big deep breath here. Relaxing any tension in the neck. And rolling back through center. Exhaling completely. Taking left hand to right knee, we're going to lengthen up through the spine. Take the right hand to the back, breathing in. Find that beautiful twist here where we're warming through the spine, warming through the organs as well in the body. Taking one more breath here. And then we're going to take that right hand up and over and just find a side stretch here. So if your neck is complaining at all, just take that gaze down towards the mat. Really press that right sit bone into the mat. One deep breath here. Leading with your heart, so always heart open. And then we're going to take that right hand down to the mat. Breathing in, left hand comes up and over, and find your extension. That was a good crack I just had there. Beautiful. So again, rather than slumping in at the front, let's try and find some openness, some extension here. Breathing in. And back to center. Let's take it to the other side. Right hand, left knee. Take the left hand out behind you. Breathing in, extending through the spine. And breathing out, find your twist. One more deep breath here. Breathing in. Leaving right hand where it is. Take the left hand up and over. So again, taking care of that neck, pressing that left sit bone down towards the mat, finding that beautiful counter pose. One deep breath in. And exhale, place left hand onto the mat. We're going to bring right hand up and over on that inhale. Again, let's find that stretch through the right fingertips, pressing right sit bone down. Let's take one deep breath here. Coming back to center. So finding our butterfly pose here. You might be tight in the hips. So if that's the case, extend the feet out. Otherwise, we're going to draw them back in towards the body. So clasping whatever's comfortable for you. We're going to breathe in, find that length in the spine. Exhale out as we just roll forward. So our neck is the last thing to come through here. So we're going to find a nice pause here. Take a few breaths. Just remember we're deepening our inhalations and our exhalations, calming down our nervous system. If we spend a lot of time in our shallow breath, it keeps us in our adrenals. So let's find one more breath here. And then let's walk our hands over to our right knee. Just working that left sit bone down. Just finding a little bit of comfortability, finding our breath, and sending our breath into the body where there's any tightness or holding. Let's walk our hands over to the other side. Again, realigning, finding your comfortability here, whatever shape that is. Finding your breath. One more inhale. Making our way back to center. So this time we're going to breathe in, reach our hands up. Clasping our palms together and then bending at the elbows, we'll take those palms back between our shoulder blades. So we're really opening up the chest wall here. So let's marry this in with the breath where we breathe in, find extension. As you exhale, bend at the elbows, imagine those thumbs between your shoulder blades, opening up the elbows. Let's take 2 more rounds here, breathing in, finding length, exhaling, opening up the heart center. One more breath. And And here, resting those shoulders down. So we're going to clasp the hands behind the back. And breathing in, let's open up the chest. If you can, roll yourself forward. If there's any movement, any space there, you can bring your head down towards your feet. Trying to relax here. Let's bring one more deep breath. And bringing ourselves back to center. We'll extend those legs out. Now you can relax your feet, or if you've got a lot of hamstring mobility, you can dorsiflex your feet towards you. So whatever's comfortable. Find your seat bones here. We're going to breathe in, find some length, and as we exhale and lead with the heart center, you're going to find whatever body part is available to you. And again, the last thing we want to roll down is our neck. So working into those beautiful big hamstrings that support us every day. Giving them a nice stretch. Take 2 breaths here. At any time that this is too much for you, make your way out. Otherwise, one more deep breath. And making our way back up to center. Let's just take the hands behind us, lengthen through the spine, and drop the head back. Bit of a counter pose for the spine there. One deep breath. And then we're going to make our way into a seated forward fold. So again, wherever your mobility takes you, finding some comfortability here. So let's breathe in, turn our body towards our left leg. And as we breathe out, we're just going to roll the body forward. Taking yourself down to your comfortability wherever you are, where you can find rest here in this pose. And dropping any tension in the neck. Let's unclench our jaw here. Relax your face. Planting that right sit bone down. Let's have one more breath here. And walking our hands through to center. Just finding your comfortability here. And dropping down the head. And bringing that breath to those tight parts of my body. One more breath here. Let's walk our hands over to the right side of the body, realigning with the spine and rolling forward. Trying to drop any tension or holding in the body. Let's take one more deep breath here. And walking our hands back into center, drawing the knees together. Let's give them a little shake there. So So from here, we're just going to bend in at the knees, give ourselves a hug and drop our forehead down towards the knees. You should be feeling a nice release down through the shoulder blades. Let's take left temple onto the knees. And switch over right temple onto the knees. Really working through the back of the neck. And making our way back through center. We're going to make our way onto our backs here. So however that is for you, you can engage through the core and then just settle yourselves down onto your back. We're going to give ourselves a hug here. So let's bring some movement in through the spine. You can rock around, massaging through the back. Always looking for that deep breath. And calming down our busy minds. So from here, coming into the oh so glamorous happy baby, you're going to take hold of whatever body part is available for you, drawing the knees in towards the armpits. So that might be calves or feet or toes. We're just working at opening up the hips, and it's really nice to bring a little bit of movement in here or find stillness, whatever is good for you today. And we're drawing those knees down towards the armpits. And let's release the legs. We're going to return the feet down towards the mat. Just checking that our feet are in line with our knees and our knees are in line with our hips here. Placing palms of the hands on the mat. And we're just going to draw that belly up towards the sky. So giving a nice little back bend there. And then let's roll the spine slowly back down. Bringing those heels as close to the fingertips as is comfortable for you. So we're just going to marry this in with the breath. Where we breathe in, take a nice deep breath. Allowing that pelvis to float up towards the sky. On the exhale, rolling the spine back down and finding the lower back here. So breathing in your own time, matching your own breath, exhaling out. Trying to find that lower back connection with the mat. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And keeping that nice neutral neck here. We don't want to be looking around. Keeping the neck safe. 1 more breath here. Finding your expression of the pose. Before we return that spine down. Beautiful. Okay, keeping a bend in the left knee. Let's take the right leg up towards the sky. So we're just going to take again a hold of whatever body parts available for you. That could be calf or feet. And we're working into our hamstrings here. If you've got the space and the movement, you can extend that left leg down and just draw that hamstring towards the back of the room. You can pulse in and out here or find stillness, whatever is comfortable for you. Always looking for that breath. One more deep breath here. And let's return that foot down to the mat. Left knee comes up and extends, taking hold of the calf or the foot. And if you still have a little bit of space, you can extend that right leg down along the mat. Enjoying that beautiful stretch. You can keep your foot relaxed or flexing the foot for a stronger stretch here. Let's take 2 more breaths. And then returning both feet back to the mat. So let's realign, making sure our knees are in line with our hips and our ankles. We're going to take the right ankle on top of the left knee and come into a reclined pigeon pose. So this might be where you stay, or you can draw your left knee in towards the chest. So again, taking hold of the thigh or the calf muscle, and we're thinking about pressing the right knee away from us, working into a beautiful glute stretch. So wherever you are, you can move in, move out, find stillness. And thinking about that intention we made at the start of the class. And one more deep breath here. And returning left foot down to the mat. Let's cross the right knee over as if we were sitting in an armchair. And then we're just going to take those knees over to the left and set our right arm and gaze over to the right, coming into a beautiful spinal twist. So wherever your arm is comfy, that might be finding some extension. You might like to make a cactus arm. But definitely setting our gaze over to the right so that we can counterpose. I'm getting some great spinal crunches there. And my intestines are grumbling as well. It's great for your digestive organs, these twists. We'll find one more breath here. And slowly make your way back out. We'll take it to the other side. So left ankle onto right knee. Again, this might be enough for you. Or drawing that right knee in towards the chest and imagining the left knee is pressing away from us as we come into our reclined pigeon. Finding whatever feels good for you. Bringing that nourishing breath wherever it's needed in the body. Let's take one more breath here. Returning that foot down on the exhale, crossing your legs, just letting the knees drop over to the right, extending left arm out and set your gaze out to the left here. So working out where your arm is most comfortable. Finding length in the spine, massaging all the internal organs. One more deep breath here. And returning back to center. So from here, we're just going to extend our legs up towards the sky. So if you've got a wall that you can relax against, you can pop yourself next to the wall, sliding the body around and coming into what's called our fountain of youth. So if there's a wall available here, you can just relax your spine and work your hamstrings open gently here. Relaxing the feet or dorsiflexing them if that feels good for you. And it's super fine if you don't have a wall and you're just on your mat as well, finding some comfortability there. And doing whatever feels comfy with the arms. You can come up and overhead if you'd like a chest opening here, or keeping them relaxed by your side. We're just going to take a few breaths here. You can roll through the ankles if that feels good for you. Pointing and flexing. And just finding 2 more breaths here. And on that last exhale, let's draw the knees in towards the chest. Rolling around, feeling all that space that we've created in the spine, in the body, in the hamstrings, the shoulders. We've lengthened through the neck. And so from here, we're going to come down onto our backs. I'll get you to make yourselves comfortable. And if you have an eye mask, you can place it over your eyes. If you tend to get cool when you relax, I would get you to bring a blanket and drape it over yourself. I'm going to take us through a short guided meditation just to finish off our practice. So finding wherever you're comfortable. You can put a bolster under the knees if that feels good for you. Even if you have a scarf handy, you can place it over your eyes just to shut those eyes down. And let's just take a moment to settle in. And we're feeling the ground beneath us. And just notice the steadiness holding us there. And you don't have to do anything. We're just arriving at this moment and integrating our practice. Now let's bring our attention to our breath. And just noticing our inhalations and our exhalations as we fill up our lungs. And as we exhale, letting go of any weight or holding. Just keeping our breath slow, steady, and easy. With each breath in, feel our body receiving energy and calm. And with each breath out, letting go of any tension, any heaviness, any tightness. And if your mind begins to wander, let's just return to our breath. Inhaling, calm and steady. Exhaling, soft and releasing. And imagining your breath as a wave. Inhaling, the wave rises. Exhaling, the wave falls. Keeping that steady, soothing, continuous. Now let's gently scan through our bodies, relaxing forehead and eyes, softening your jaw, and dropping your shoulders down, releasing any tension there. Just opening up your palms, your hands are resting. Allow your belly to soften with each breath. Releasing any tightness in your back. Feeling your hips heavy. Your legs are loose. And your feet are supported. Your whole body at ease, safe to rest. We're just going to gently bring our attention to our heart center. And notice the steady beat inside your chest. And feel warmth building there. And let that warmth begin to spread through your body. Imagine it like a soft glow, expanding. And notice how it feels to bathe in the warmth. Now silently repeat these words. I release what I no longer need. I welcome calm. I trust my body to guide me. allowing those words to land and wash over you. And let's just take one more big, deep breath in and a long, steady breath out. And feeling the ground beneath you. And just notice the calm you've created inside. And thank yourself for taking the time to look after yourself, to nourish yourself. And when you're ready, let's wiggle our fingers and our toes, making our way back into the day. And returning to your day a little lighter, steadier, and more at ease. Thank you, everyone.